Hi, it's Bumbleberry, and we're back, and we're probably gonna be in a fight. So let's see what Kath has to say now.
You're lying. This is gonna get dramatic. Lady Claudette saw you in the Nimes. I don't even know what that is. Tears and snot ran down her face. She was holding a vintage 1610 bottle of wine. She gripped the neck of the bottle and flung it at the wall where Guillaume was standing. He ducked just in time to avoid the glass. Get him! Sherry. Don't you sherry me, you B-word. Can we not take it out on my wine collection again? Catherine threw another bottle in response. That's right, you stop lying to her face. Stop, Catherine, you're going to hurt yourself. Hurt myself? Like you care. You tell me you're off to Avignon last weekend, but you're actually in Nimes? Why are you making this into a huge deal? So I had to stop over at a neighboring town. It's a lie if you omit things. I told you at the very start of this relationship, Guillaume. I want 100% honesty from you. And I've told you as well. I have a reputation. Rumors follow me. Idle mouths can't help but chatter. Did you know that Lady Claudette once indecently proposed to me? And right in her husband's birthday gathering as well. So what? That's all besides the point. You know what they say. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Why is she smiling? You look like a killer. What are you doing? How about a name to further torch the bush? Lelaine de Montclair? Lelaine is the shop girl of the town. A nice girl. Or at least I surmised from all those 3 times I made the mistake to enter her shop, it looks like. Is there anything else you would like to insinuate? Oh, nothing at all, sire. Why? Is there anything I should know? Man, she has got it bad. Guillaume sighed and tried to speak calmly. Sherry, I promised you when we got engaged, didn't I? I will be faithful to only you. There is no one else. But Catherine gritted her teeth. Again with this! You're more vague than a monkey's spit. Answer me straight right now, yes or no. Are you having an affair? Guillaume threw his hands up in annoyance. Merde, Catherine, I am not. I have already answered this. Why does it seem like you only hear what you want to hear? I just want to understand everything and make it crystal clear. Is that so bad? When you're about to attack things, yes. Now explain to me what Lady Claudette, you are taking that bitter, conniving woman's words over mine? He doesn't even like people, Catherine. Why would he go out and have like 8,000 affairs? All the people come to him. He doesn't even need to leave his house. Well, I try to get information from the source, but the source isn't very reliable. Guillaume's shoulders slumped in an irritated surrender. She heard him curse under his breath. Tired of this, Kath. This is a waste of time. What is the point of this if we keep going around in circles? Catherine snuffled, wiping her nose savagely with her hand. You always do this. You go off on the... Oh, you... Guillaume suddenly has a high-pitched voice. You go off on a tangent. You don't even listen to my side at all. Could you stop acting like a child for 1 minute? Maybe then we can have a real conversation. A conversation with a liar is always one-sided. Catherine grabbed 2 bottles this time. What would happen if she brought the 2 bottles crashing in front of her? Would the pieces of glass stab her face? Her eyes, maybe? What a random thought. The morbid picture gave her an out-of-body experience. It was a nasty fight, depressingly familiar. But they were dancing the same tune once again. Here be the lovers. Ooh. Enter left, the hothead. Watch her dance with anger blazing. Tears are sparkling with bitter rage. The fight goes on until she's spent, the reasons hazy. Pan right the rake, both the victim and accused. Words are poison or an unlit fuse. Migraines taunt his pride and temper. He grudgingly takes on logic's mantle. The words they throw reach fever pitch. The dance will crest. He'll choose to leave. Enough of this, he says in rage. Temper rising, he exits frame, her unspent fervor burning hot. She cries it off, "That cowardly sod!" What did you expect, she asks herself. He'll take abuse with a bowed head, whatever. The least he could do, her anger shouts. A hint of guilt, a hint of... The migraine throbs as he is pacing, annoyed and angered, his face aflush. Precious woman, irrational! He shakes his head with a tired breath. Yet he basks in torture and savors the taste. Oh no! This is love, he nods. This is love, he said. Love and pain go hand in hand. It is painful, yes, but never bland. He nips a morsel and takes bite. Exquisite, he trembles. A rush, a charge. He feels his heart is struck by love. Decides that it is worth the gripe. A dainty flower he must protect, to watch it bloom until it's ripe. Ew, what does that mean? But not right, he says, still sore. His pride's too hard to swallow whole. Hours pass, he wouldn't call. She forms the words she knows will hurt. She plans to cut and make him bleed, yet when he arrives, she all but weeps. Why do you leave? I shouldn't. Are you angry still? I'm here now. Her arms are snug upon his neck. He'll promise to change, to do what's best. For both their sakes, he admits he's wrong. A little lie to complete. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you love. In quotes, because that's not what it is. That was a cute little thing, though. Just tell me when you're tired of me or when you find some other pretty thing, you bastard. Catherine slipped back into her brain just as the last sentence left her lips. If you're going to leave me, then just leave. Stop playing me for a fool. This was a new tempo. She dropped the bottles to her side but did not let go. He noticed the change of song and timed his step accordingly. I never once thought or treated you like a fool. I love you. I'm never going to leave you. New tears churn and bubble from her eyes. Liar. It is her turn to leave. And she did. He was left to perform a solo. Contemplation, regret. A vow of new beginnings forming in it. Kath? Rosie Wosie! Catherine stumbled into Rosa's room that evening, drunk to high heaven. Whoa, you are definitely drunk. Her half-lidded eyes surveyed Rosa's meager space. She let herself fall on the bed, regretting it instantly. The ceiling spun in a waltz of throbbing headaches and acid-laced throats. I'm a little worried. That was almost an abusive, relationship going on her end, and he was kind of enjoying it. And I don't know, but I don't know the whole story. That's why we play, to find out. The ceiling spun in a waltz. Yep. Bad idea. Catherine stood up and her wobbly legs tripped her. Rosa caught her and sat Kath on her small bed. My goodness, you still stink of alcohol. She propped some pillows behind her back and fixed the stray hairs on her face. Thanks, hun, you're a dear. How much have you had, Kath? Catherine counted on her fingers. Never mind. Would you like some water? Nope. Interesting. Huh? I can almost hear liquid sloshing around in my brain when I shake my head. You are toasted, my dear. Rosa pursed her lips. Catherine was in no shape to make decisions right now. She stood up to get her something to sober up. But Catherine grabbed Rosa's hand and tugged at it gently. No. You sit. Please. Rosa complied. Catherine revealed a bottle about 3/4 full. Snuck another one from the Gilly Monster's closet. Serves him right for calling me a child. Rosa began to protest. Catherine paid her no mind. Come on, Rosa. When have we ever drunk ourselves to the point of insanity? And I call you my best friend. Catherine took a huge swig of the bittersweet liquid and offered it to Rosa. Rosa examined it carefully and took a mouthful. Don't encourage the drunk. She gargled it in her mouth, admiring the sweet and sour flavor of the wine. I have never had anything this rich before. Good. Right. It has to be. It's the last bottle. So, I had another fight with Key. Shh! Badwind follows that name. I'm not talking about that egocentric pompadour tonight. We're going to drink. We're going to reminisce. And tomorrow we'll hate ourselves together. Agreed. Rosa giggled. If you say so. This does not bode well. But sure. They are the cutest little patooties in the whole wide world. Oh my gosh, they look so fun. Alright, last one. Rosa puffed her cheeks in mock disgust. Fine. How do you make holy water? How? Boil the hell out of it. Yay, they love it. The muscles of her cheeks ache. That is so bad. I don't even have the words. Catherine wiped the tears of laughter from her eyes. I heard that one from one of your suitors, Sire Adrian. Rosa rolled her eyes. How come I always end up talking to your suitors more than you? I must start charging you a fee. So Rosa's had some suitors. I'll pay it with my gratitude. What's wrong with Sire Adrian anyway? He seems like a nice man. Nice hair, nice teeth, nicely groomed mutton chops. The woman laughed. How about Sire Fronan? Ferrand. He sent you that lovely bouquet of flowers. I am not interested in a relationship at the moment. At the moment? You don't seem interested ever. I am. Sometimes. It's just hard to connect to people for me beyond physical. Relationships seem out of the question. So you've had sex, Rosa? I mean, like, consensual sex, not the whatever from the first chapter? You don't have any difficulty with me or that idiot in the upper room. It means that you're not incapable. That's only because you're my closest friends. Well, there must be someone. Your husband? Oh, you're so picky. If you go on like that, you might end up an old maid. So be it. I'd rather take care of your children anyway. I shall be the amazing godmother. Catherine smiled wistfully. I'm not sure I want any. What? Children. I love children, but it's a little scary. Catherine bit her lip. What if she becomes her own mother? It's such a terrifying possibility, wasn't it? She barely remembered her mother. Her malady had struck as soon as Catherine was born. She had never called Catherine by her name, not even on the day she had died. All she knew was that their family struggled with that crisis. Her father exhausted and depressed, and her sister forced to grow up too fast. To be a blight on the people you love. How horrible would it be? Catherine. Rosa smiled at her, interrupting her thoughts. You will be a good mother. Your past does not matter. Catherine stared at Rosa, almost enchanted at her ability to know what she was thinking. She really was her best friend, wasn't she? The thought warmed her heart. You really think so? Yes. The fact that you're so concerned about them before they're even born speaks much of your kindness. Whatever happens, those children will grow up loved. Catherine blushed and changed the subject. Oh, we're out of booze. We finished it. I'm quite buzzed. Hey, remember the first time we drank? Do you mean the party or the potato incident? Of course I meant the potato incident. Of course, obviously. Oh, how can I forget? Rosa bust out laughing. That was hilarious. What? Stop laughing. I almost went to jail. Goodness, I was so stupid. Rosa laughed again. Amen. Hey, you're supposed to say no, Catherine. We do dumb things when we're young. Catherine, we do dumb things when we're young. It's about time you learn your lesson. I can't wait to tell your children endless tales of your shenanigans. Wench. Tut-tut. Catherine grabbed Rosa's waist and attempted to tickle her, but Rosa slipped away laughing. Catherine's stomach lurched and she stopped, her hand still hugging Rosa's waist. The room spun, but it wasn't unpleasant. She felt like being gently rocked in a cradle. Ooh, is this romantic? She closed her eyes and smiled. She took in Rosa's scent, always smelling slightly like apple. Rosa scratched her head and smoothed her hair. It's nice. Yes. Rosa? Thank you for being with me. Of course. No, I mean... She sat up on the bed.
Ooh, we're awfully close.
You've been with me all my life. You're my oldest friend. And when we first met, I didn't have many friends.
You're so cute.
I just studied my piano lessons night and day because that's all I ever knew to do. It was all I had. Maybe that's why I begged Papa to let you stay with us. I was so happy. Rosa smiled fondly at the memory. You were there for me. Always. Oh, that sounds disgustingly melodramatic. You're drunk, I understand. They laughed again. Would you like to hear something worse? What? You changed my life. Oh, that is worse. They're so weird, but I'm glad that they have each other. Everyone needs a very good best friend. My best friend moved recently, and I'm like, oh, I miss you. But I'm so happy for her in a lot of ways. So hopefully you have a really good best friend, too. Rosa smiled fondly as she played with Catherine's hair. I'm the lucky one, Catherine. You took me home and treated me like I was family. I wouldn't have known what real family was like without you. Papa Francois and Emile, Amelie, whatever. Even if Papa Francois always did avoid me, I knew he cared for me like his own. Yes. Why is that? That was why I liked him. He was a good man.
Oh, so he was like tempted by you because you're also like a sexual attraction demon thing, I guess? I don't know. So he avoided you just to be careful.
And you know, Guillaume was almost family too. Catherine made a face at the mention of the man. But her eyes softened. There was a pause. Catherine shifted awkwardly in her skin. Can I tell you a secret? Of course. Guillaume and I... we haven't had intercourse.
What? How long have you been married?
Recently? No, I mean... at all.
Oh. I want to go back. Look at these faces. Just like, awkwardness sharing. This is awkward, but kind of wonderful all at the same time.
Rosa cleared her throat. I see. After all these years? Well... after the first time, never again.
Oh my gosh, so you did?
Rosa blushed. Her head knitted together images of two people she considered her friend. She tried to push them away, but all she was able to do was paint the warped fantasies in gossamer and fuzz. She cleared her throat. Is that why you have separate rooms, even when we moved here to the chateau? No, that was his idea. He's very particular about how he sleeps. I imagine we'll be keeping the separate bedrooms even when we get married.
Oh, they're not married yet. I thought they were. Because you were earlier, I think. Right? When you were throwing wine at him?
I don't really mind. Well, your wedding is soon, isn't it? Perhaps you're just nervous. No, I don't think it's like that. Recently we'd get intimate, but I always stop when things get too sultry.
Oh.
He gets upset sometimes, but he says it's all right. Catherine looked down ruefully on her toes. He doesn't push me into it. I should be glad. But don't you think it's strange? What if I stay like this even after we get married? I don't understand why I get these doubts, and I wonder why they're there. Isn't that unfair for him?
I mean, you're not married yet, I guess, if you want to wait. What worries me more is you think he's cheating on you with everyone in the universe, which means you don't trust him. I'm not saying not without cause, but, you know, that's an issue for the intimacy, relationship things.
I just feel like there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you.
But it just makes me really insecure. This lack of, what if he's getting it somewhere else? It drives me crazy. And believe me, I want to. I just can't for some reason. I get this horrible feeling I can't explain.
Rosa examined Catherine's face and came to a conclusion. It took a while for me to understand.
The sudden no-nonsense comment surprised Catherine. Are we having the talk? Rosa went on.
I was the same as you. I had always had an adverse feeling for it, like it's dirty and that I should be ashamed for enjoying it. I had always thought love would make sex clean, but that's not how it works. They're two separate things. So just because you don't like sex doesn't mean you don't love him.
Catherine looked up at her.
Why do you even care so much to hurt him? What do you think love is?
The warm feeling returned to Catherine's heart.
How do you do that? Huh? You always know the right thing to say. Always.
I'm not gonna say I agree with Rosa on that they're separate. I guess for some people they are. I don't know. I don't know. I think that there are different kinds of love. Maybe she has the friend love. Maybe that's what this chapter's all about. Besides our friendship with her, she feels more of a friend love for Guillaume or something. Guillaume, I can't. It's rough.
Rosa blushed at this, suddenly aware that they were still in a loose tangle of an embrace. I've read a lot of smart books lately. She tried to diffuse the situation with a laugh, but Catherine didn't drop her look. Candlelight played pretty shadows on her skin.
Blushing awkwardness.
It illuminated the glint in her eyes, the moist on her lips. Rosa felt the warmth of the alcohol rise up to her face. Her heartbeat increased steadily. Anyway, maybe you'll feel better about it when you're married. You're probably just nervy about the whole thing. She made attempts to curl away from Catherine's arms.
This girl's not letting you go.
Slowly, subtly run away. Disperse the proximity. But she couldn't run away from her stare. Catherine's hand caressed Rosa's face. She touched her scars daintily, tracing them with her fingers. You're really pretty, Rosa. Especially when you smile. Thank you, I think.
You don't believe me.
I don't think I am. I look in the mirror and I see a freak. Rosa! That's not true. It is fine. Oh, it's fine. I like being a freak. I wanted to be ugly.
This is like going in such a weird direction. I can't tell if they're about to hook up or like sacrifice something to a demon.
I used to bind my breasts and hide in the shabbiest clothes I could find. Rosa touched her eye. This was penance, she remembered herself saying, for being a sinner and a freak, for attracting attention, for dressing nice, for letting her hair grow long. But really, I did this to myself, to hide. To hide? Rose's mouth quivered. I thought people don't touch ugly things. Whoa! But the truth is, they do. So, what I'd rather be is invisible. Catherine wrapped her arms around Rosa's neck.
Oh, wow.
She heard Catherine sniff and wipe tears behind her embrace. Kisses! We're besties! She pushed Rosa's hair away and kissed her defective eye.
Oh my gosh, they're so sweet.
You're not a freak, and you're not ugly. I love every part of you. They're all beautiful. Rosa forgot how close they were now. Forgot Catherine's hands on her own. Here was somebody who accepted her, with all her faults and ugliness. You always made me feel I'm worth something. Because you are. You are beautiful, Rosa, inside and out. Rosa saw her face reflected in Catherine's eyes. In them, she did indeed look beautiful. A lump formed in her. Catherine's face hovered above her cheek. She planted a little seed of a kiss on it, just barely away from her. Rosa kissed her nose in return. It made Catherine giggle. At first, the kisses were sweet, innocent, the kind of punch-drunk kisses that sent them both into bouts of giggling. But Catherine's hand caressed her neck. Kisses lingered, lips melded, hands explored. Oh, whoa. All right, we're getting physical now. Rosa, I'm going to put up the little, you guys know this game is 18+, but Rosa sucked on Catherine's tongue inside her mouth. Wine. Candle wax. Candle wax? Spit. That was what it tasted like. Rosa's head began to swoon. There's some squeezing of boobs going. Grapes? Plush? What is happening? Rosa began to taste more of her. Longing. Tears. Oh no. She's eating her! She's a succubus too! A sensational flavor she had never tasted before hovered at the edge of her tongue. Suddenly she was hungry for it. Take it. Rosa savored the taste. She breathed deeply. Child! I want it. Her heart. I want her heart. Her love is sweet. Listen to my voice. Mother? But I'm so hungry. So hungry. Stop. Rosa flung her eyes open. A sinking feeling of menace overcame her. No. Rosa pulled away. She pushed Catherine away from her face. Catherine's eyes snapped open, startled by Rosa's outburst. Why did you stop? Greedy, selfish bitch. She blinked for a few seconds. A look of horror creeped on her face. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... No, Cath... Rosa couldn't stand the hurt in her eyes. Oh my gosh, she looks like she's seen a ghost. She was probably blaming herself. Rosa wanted to shout how wrong she was, but the lump in her throat became a rapacious mouth. A tumor had grown inside of her. A parasite. She could feel it pulse and slither inside her neck. She couldn't speak at all. Catherine wobbled off the bed. She wiped her mouth and cheek, which were covered in with a thin layer of drool. I'm so sorry, Rosa. I'm going to leave now. Cath, good night. Rosa should have followed her, but when she tried to stand, the floor twirled. She choked at the flavor left in her throat. Sick and cloying, sticky sweet like honey. The taste both repulsed and enticed her. Thick spit leaked out of her mouth. She felt the urge to vomit. This is nothing, Mother. Just a bad after effect of alcohol. No. Please don't call me that. It was an accident. Everything is fine. She would talk to Catherine tomorrow, assure her that this was not her fault. I just have a demon inside of me that thirsts for human love and affection and eating people's hearts out of their bodies. If that's even what's going on, I don't even know. Everything was fine. We're changing. Both our love and our body. Oh, hello.
Okay, that was enough for one episode. Lots of lady love. And I guess Kath is going to go and see what Guillaume is going to do for her now. We shall see what happens next time. So please like, comment. What the heck is going on in the universe? Are we going to eat Catherine? Is that what's going to happen in the end? Anyway, any input is much appreciated, so feel free to say hello and have a wonderful day.